we believe that if we said that was my car before you, like the rules were you couldn't say it was your car. And if you tried to say it was your car, you would get into an argument. Like I remember getting into arguments with kids that were friends of mine to the point where it's like, no, I'm ready to go to blows. Like we're ready to fight because we were so, like we believe with every ounce of our being when if we said that that was ours, it was ours. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know who else this is for, but I just want to share something that's on my heart. Remember when you were a kid, like the childlike or childhood innocence that you had? I remember when I was growing up, I was about like 9 years old, and I used to live right across the street from the Burke, Jeremiah E. Burke High School, 59 Washington Street. And, you know, you had the stairs, and then on the side of the stairs, it was like this slope where you could just lay down. And I remember summertime, I would get up early in the morning. You know, I'd be outside about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Nobody would be out there. And I would just be laying on the stoop, and I would just be staring in the sky, thinking about what my life would be like as an adult. Right? I mean, I would just be thinking about like, man, what kind of house I would have, what kind of car I would drive, right? The things that I would be able to do, the shopping I would be able to do. I could go and buy this. I could go and buy. There was just so much stuff. Like there was never a problem with believing. Like that's really all we did, right? We just being able to use your imagination to just think of what your life would be like when you became an adult. And I would spend hours just thinking about what that would be like. I remember, I don't know if you've ever played this game, but when we were kids, we would play that game, That's My Car, right? That's my car, right? Like the crazy thing about the game, That's My Car, at least amongst my friends, is that we believed that if we said that was my car before you, like the rules were you couldn't say it was your car. And if you tried to say it was your car, you would get into an argument. Like I remember getting into arguments with kids that were friends of mine to the point where it's like, no, I'm ready to go to blows. Like we're ready to fight because we were so, like we believe with every ounce of our being when if we said that that was ours, it was ours. And you couldn't have it. It was like if you said that it was your car, you were like trying to take something that belonged to me. Like that's how offended we were. But that offense showed how much we believed in what we said. That's my car. It's mine. It belongs to me. Like what happened to that kind of belief? Like I remember older gentleman, he used to come to the hood. I don't know if he knew somebody in the neighborhood or what, but he would come and he drove, I think he had two different Porsches. It was a white one and a red one, peanut butter seats. And he would come and we would look in the car and be like, yo, this is my car. Like we would be, oh man. I mean, one time he let us sit in it and it was just like, oh my goodness. You know, to this very day, I love Porsche. Like that's one of my dream cars. And I couldn't figure out why. It's like, why do you love Porsche so much? And then I remembered that older gentleman. It's crazy because he kind of looked like me now, right? He had the salt and pepper beard. I thought he was like 65, 70 years old. That's what you think when you're like 8, 9, 10 years old. And now that I'm, 40 with gray, and it's like, well, maybe he wasn't as old as I thought he was, but he, the way he carried himself, he was always in like, he was just a smooth dude. He'd have his shorts, his little golf shirt, like his hat, right? I don't know if he just came from playing golf, but the dude was sharp and he just had this air of confidence, this air of this peace about him, the way he carried himself. And I was like, yo, like that's how I want to be. Like he sparked possibility in me. Like he helped shape what my life would be like what kind of car I would drive, because I just saw him, and I just saw, it was just so, it's a part of my childhood. Like, I've always wanted a Porsche because of a childhood innocence that I had that's connected to seeing this guy who came around and just kind of sparked our imagination. He sparked possibility for us. And I just, it's like, yo, what happened to that? You grow up, responsibility, pressure, problems, and the childhood innocence, the childlike innocence is always there. It's just buried. It's buried under all that stuff. And then I remember sitting there this morning thinking, as I was reconnecting to this moment, what would it cost me to believe again? Like we need to believe again. What would it cost me to believe again? And I realized what it would cost me would be my right, giving up my right to protect myself from disappointment. The reason why I don't believe the way I did when I was a child is because I'm trying to be realistic. And the reason why I'm trying to be realistic is so that I don't set myself up for any more unnecessary disappointment. I don't want to believe again the way I did like a child, with absolute abandonment, because I'm afraid of disappointment. But baby, I'm telling you, it's a new day. I'm telling you, it's a new day. You can believe again. I don't want to be afraid of disappointment anymore. In fact, I'm not afraid of disappointment anymore, because what my goal is simply to believe. I want to believe. I don't want to protect myself from disappointment. I want to believe. I want to believe for what it is that I want. Because I recognize that I can't get nothing in life without belief. The truth of the matter is this: belief doesn't change the truth. The truth is the truth no matter what. Belief only changes your relationship to the truth. I use this example all the time. If there's a chair that can hold your weight, but you believe that chair is broken or it can't hold your weight for whatever reason, you're not going to sit in the chair. But if you believe that the chair can hold your weight, you're going to sit in the chair. Did it change the chair? Did your belief change the chair? No, the truth is the truth. It doesn't matter what you believe. What it does is it changes your relationship to the chair. In other words, belief changes your relationship to the truth. And the truth is, what you want, 1, does exist. 2, you can have it. It doesn't matter whether you think you deserve it or not. The reality of it is that we were given life for the purpose of enjoying it. And the reason for why I want a mansion, or I want a Porsche, or I want a Ferrari isn't because I'm trying to stunt. And even if I wanted to stunt, it doesn't really matter. The reality of it is that I can want it for the simple joy of the fact that I enjoy it. That's something that I would enjoy for whatever reasons that I would enjoy it. This life was given to me. That's one of the most beautiful things about life. It was given for your enjoyment. You're supposed to enjoy this. I know there are challenges. I know there are problems. I know there are disappointments. I know there are fears and all that stuff. But that's to keep you from enjoying what you were given to enjoy. So what would you enjoy in your life? Believe for that again. Like, sit down and think. Like, my whole purpose for this video is to spark possibility. Why? Because I remembered what happened when that man came around with that Porsche. He sparked possibility. And what I'm saying to you is believe again. Believe again. You can have what you want. What you want exists, and you can have it. And you can have it simply because you would enjoy it. No other reasons. It's not about deserving it. It's not about because you earned it. It's not about you didn't. It doesn't matter. Everything in this life was given, right? For you to be able to enjoy it. Whatever car, whatever house, whatever amount of money, it was given so that you could be able to enjoy it. Now, we're not talking about finding our identity in it. That's a whole other podcast. What we're talking about is simply being able to enjoy something for enjoyment's sake. Period. What would you enjoy in your life? Believe for that again.